I spoke to a group of government managers recently, and one of the questions they asked of me is, how do we keep our employees motivated when we can't compete with the salaries of the private sector? We just can't compete with those types of benefits. Well, my response was, you can't. So don't even think about that and don't worry about it. Because for some employees, the work environment and how they're treated and how they're respected and the opportunities they're given matter more than the salary. So how do you acknowledge your employees and thank them for the work and the contributions they bring to your team when you don't have the money to pay for the high-level salaries or bonuses? Well, you say thanks in other ways. You can say thanks by simply saying thanks to them at the end of the work week. As people are signing off for the day, or if they're physically there with you leaving, thank them for working with you and helping you with some challenges that you've all faced during the week. You can do what I've done for years, and when I was in person with my team, I would draw little stars on Post-it notes and randomly thank them for various projects or kudos that we would get from a client through an email or a phone call. It's silly, it's dumb, but little signs of appreciation matter to people. I remember vividly years ago working with one of my clients, a manufacturing organization, and as part of the leadership training, we surveyed all employees and then the different levels of leaders, frontline supervisors, mid-level, and senior. And a question that we asked of all of the groups, except for the senior team, is if people could say thanks here, what would you like them to say or what would you like them to do? And it was interesting because the number one response was simply, we'd like management to say thanks. And that blew the senior management team's minds because they were expecting employees and other managers to say, well, we want, free cafeteria, or we want foosball, or we want the ability at that time to work remote, whatever it was. They weren't looking for something as basic as, we'd like to be thanked for the work that we do. So my suggestion to you is, if you're stumbling around how to compete with other organizations that can pay more for compensation, I encourage you to look at how you can thank your team members more and acknowledge them for what they do for you. It doesn't take a lot to say thanks.